Hello. OMG, OMG. Oh my gosh. Let me make sure that you guys can hear me. I am stepping from behind the scenes today. So I hope you guys can hear me. Um, One second. Let me. You guys check in. Come check in with me today. I am so excited to be coming from behind the scenes. Your hostess with the mostest is on a well needed vacation for her birthday, living it up in Miami. So I'm coming from behind the scenes today and taking over. So, when the daughter of the host takes over, we're going to have a really good conversation. I mean, she has really great conversations, don't get me wrong. But, when Jada steps from behind the camera, the girls, it's really important that we have the conversations that we have. This is going to be some real girl talk today. So I want everybody checking in with me today. Let me make sure that I have everything going. Um, the comments. Boom. It's kind of hard, like kind of doing both at one time, but we're gonna get it together. We're gonna get it together. So come in, check in, let me know where you're from, and we're gonna get started. We're going to get started in just a second. Um, Again, my mom is on a well needed vacation, um, having some fun in Miami. She's been FaceTiming me um, every 30 minutes on a boat, at a beach, at a restaurant. So she's having a great time in Miami. Yeah, so when she come back next week, I need y'all to get on her. Diana, I'm so excited. No, I honestly feel like today is going to be a really good conversation with the girls. Like, this is actually really bomb. Like, really bomb. I'm actually doing really good. To Miami, you want to go you want to go to Miami next weekend? Don't tempt me with a good time. Don't we can meet there. Don't tempt me with a good time. Don't tempt me. Um, but yes, let's get started. Let's just get started. I hope you guys can hear me and I hope everything is streaming correctly. So first of all, welcome back to Chic Chat Pod. Um, for those of you who don't know, but you do know, I'm Jada. And today is a little different because normally I'm behind the scenes. Um, but I'm stepping into the hostess seat. So if you see me looking like I'm thinking extra hard today, just know I'm working. I'm doing both. I have to manage and host today. So today's episode is actually really special because not only are we celebrating Women's History Month, y'all, not only are we celebrating Women's History Month, but we are also celebrating International Women's Day. And it's on a Sunday. So I feel like there's no other conversation to have than the one that we're having today. So today's topic is it's called Dear Younger Me, Lessons from Women. So this conversation is really just about the advice that we could go back, the advice that we wish we had. Like if we could go back to our younger selves and give that advice. The lessons that we learned the hard way, and the experiences that help shape the women that we are today. Um, because we got to be honest, like some lessons you have to learn yourself throughout life. Like somebody could give you a guide, on how to be a woman, or how to carry yourself as a woman, or what not to do, what not to think, and stuff like that. But in all actuality, we have to figure that out ourselves. We literally have to live through it, and we got to learn how to navigate through those times as women. Okay. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna get started, and I just feel like honestly, today is actually insane for it to be International Women's Day on a glorious Sunday. It's so pretty outside. It's warm, like in Women's History Month. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna do a little icebreaker question. What is something that you will admire about women as a whole? Um, I would honestly, I would say, I feel like what I admire about women, period, is that I feel like anything that's thrown at them, they're gonna figure it out. Like we get so many things like thrown at us, and again, nobody can just give you a guide on certain things. We literally have to figure it out for ourselves. I feel the like the different generations, like Gen Z, let me tell you, Gen Z and the millennials, it's kind of hard asking for help. And I feel like that's a trait that I don't know where it came from, but it's kind of hard asking anybody for help. But I feel like what I admire about the women is that we will literally figure it out in silence. Like we don't tell anybody about what's going on except um except close friends or whatever. But we don't tell anybody what's going on. We literally just figure it out. Like it's so many things that I had to figure out and do to get through certain things. Like there's so many things that my parents don't know. And I just only because I feel like not that I'm gonna get in trouble or anything. It's just like I know that they'll be like, you gotta figure it out. So I just figure it out. Like, hold on, you like that woman are efficient? Yes. Men say that they put a lot in silence, but fail to realize a lot of things we don't. Hello, that's what I'm saying. Like we move very silent, very silently. Like literally, the only people that know what I'm gonna be doing or about to be doing or what's in motion is literally Diana. Like I don't tell anybody anything until it happens. Like I honestly feel like it's okay to have like your circle, but literally move in silence, y'all. I feel like the less that people know, the more that you can just think on your own. Um, so yeah. But that's what I admire. What do you guys what else? What you guys what is something you admire about women as a whole? Oh god. Literally me. What you mean? What you mean? We're gonna go to the next. We're gonna go to the next. If you could go back and talk to your 18-year-old self for 5 minutes, 5 minutes, what is the first thing that you would say? Slow down. I would literally tell myself to slow down. When I was 18, let's see, I graduated 2018 from high school. So I was leaving the nest, my home, to go to college. Slow down. I think, yes, exactly that. Yeah, when me and Diana, there's so many things. There's so many things. What's the in a statement of love, real friendship. Live your best life. Don't think twice about ventures and go full force. Yes, yes. For me, I would literally say slow down. I feel like as soon as I left the house, um, I was just ready, like for anything, and that's okay. But if I know sometimes, like when we're younger, our parents say certain things, and you're like, yeah, yeah, okay, cool. The stuff that I used to hear when I was younger, it actually matters now. Like, I wish I would have listened to some of the things, like, or not even because I did listen, but like actually put into play. Um, but I would literally just tell 18-year-old Jada, just because you're 18 don't mean you're grown, boo. Literally transition yourself into womanhood with ease, learn all that you can, and don't rush life experiences. Like, it's okay. Like, it's okay to take your time. Like, now I'm about to be 26. Like, if I could go back to 18 and just relive it, I could. And I would, just way differently. Like, I don't know. So, what is a life lesson that taught you? What is a life lesson? What is a life lesson taught you that? What? Okay, no. Let me pull that up, guys, because that's not the. Let's just skip that one. What is something you believed when you were younger that you later realized wasn't true? I would say, you know how you're younger and you're more delusional than what you are like now? No, for real. Um, Relationships lasting forever. You're setting yourself up for failure. I've definitely set myself up for failure thinking that relationships and some of them do, but we got to be realistic. Like, um, yeah, the boyfriend I had at 18 was quickly dismissed at 19. And here I go thinking I done met my husband at 18 years old. No. Even with friendships, like I barely talk to people that I graduate with. Like, um, I mean, I'm still in contact with a few, right? But I have not, like, the friends that I considered friends in high school are not my friends. Well, I wouldn't say like they're not. They're just not, you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, that's my friend. Like, oh no, I went to school with her. That's it. And that's okay. I think another one is that like success is supposed to happen at a certain age. Um, yeah. Some people some people rush success, and some some success does not happen really quick. Um, and the more that you press success and not just like living throughout the journey, it's gonna put you back 20 steps. Not all mistakes are mistakes, they're lessons, and not all mistakes are detrimental to you. Exactly. That is a good one. That is a really good one. Um, yeah. And stop beating yourself up for anything that is considered a mistake. Like, it literally is a mistake. You can correct it, you can move on from it, but don't dwell in it to where you're changing your mindset about who you are as a woman. You know what I mean? Like, mistakes happen throughout life to shape and change how you think. They're meant to happen. And that's what it is. Um, I think another one for me is that everybody has good intentions. Everybody does not have good intentions for you. Um, you could be the sweetest person. You could be friends with somebody for years and not know that they have some type of ill will or any type of, even with family. And it's actually more common in family now. Like, everybody doesn't have good intentions for you. Like, and they may not mean no harm, but they just, it's not, everybody doesn't have good intentions. Um, so yeah, when I was younger, I just felt like everybody was like, these are my peeps. Like, yes. But again, now my circle is like so small. I'm sorry if y'all hear the dogs in the back. Um, my circle is so small. I can literally count my friends on one hand, my close family on the other hand. That's it. Anybody else is like um associated or um unintentionally unintentional. That okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Oh, you ain't hear her? Yeah. um, let's see. No, why does it keep saying that? Okay. What advice? We're gonna switch it up to the love and relationship segment. What advice would you give your younger self about love or dating? What advice? I would say stop thinking that you that man wife just because y'all are in a relationship. I honestly, okay, so growing up and going through different things in different relationships and stuff, it's really taught me you can give yourself, right? But hello, that's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. They them all, babe. And and when I say date, I'm not saying like, but people don't understand the concept of dating. Like, nobody's saying that you gotta have a roster or anything like that. It's just don't like everybody. Don't like everybody quick. Like, different people can give you different experiences, right? But it's all about the person who applies the most pressure. Applies the most pressure, moving very intentionally since day one. That's who you go with. You know what I mean? Like, and when you get into that relationship, that doesn't mean that you're going to be that man's wife. A relationship is an experience. I want y'all to know that. It's an experience. You're supposed to go through it, right? If you get through all the phases of the relationship and you guys get married, congratulations, right? But until that man makes his decision of making you his wife, fiance, that is when you put forth the wifey capabilities. You give that man not bare minimum, but like, I'm your girlfriend. This is how girlfriends move. Like, right? Then boom, engaged. Oh, now this man is gonna have a cooked dinner. Cook dinner every night. Um, Now I can start getting going to his doctor's appointments. Um, you know what I mean? Like, just don't move too quick. Like, I was, again, I was 18. I had my first actual boyfriend. It was 18. Yeah, I had my first actual boyfriend at 18. I thought me and that man was gonna be together forever. Okay. But no. I was ready to do like, and I was in college. I was doing well, I don't even consider wifey stuff. I would just consider it like I was doing way too much for that man at 18 years old. Let me put on the charger. But yeah, that's what I would give my younger self. What about y'all? What about y'all? While we move to the next question. What is a red flag you ignored when you were younger that you would never ignore now? In dating. Like, what is something that, what is a red flag that you ignored when you were 18 versus now when dating? I think circumstances change. I think the older you get, your characteristics of what you look for get smaller. Um, like, I try to be realistic about men who have kids. But I don't know. I just honestly feel like I don't know. Like, I would say a red flag though. When I was younger, I don't know. I've always been big on communication, right? So I guess when I was younger and I wasn't really thinking about it, I feel like when you get older, like stuff changes. Like when you're younger, you really don't have any obligations. You don't have anything that you're tied to. You're not super busy. Um, so communication then, you would be on the phone with that. I would be on the phone with my boo all day. Hey. I would be on the phone with my boo all day, every day, right? Um, and then if not, like we would be together. I don't know. It's just one of those things. So now when people are like super busy with work, people got kids, people got activities and life things happening. Um, Communication gets a little it gets smaller. But I don't settle when it comes to that. So I think that I settled for a lot of stuff back then because I didn't know, right? But once you get older and you go through different experiences, that's when you're like, no, I won't accept this. That's a red flag to me. Um, because red flags are catered to things that will eventually happen, right? Because somebody does this, this is going to happen. Guys, they have been at it all weekend with each other. So if y'all hear growling and fighting in the back, they're fighting. Um, but yeah, so that's just, I guess that's one. I Anything else I'm kind of leaning on, but when it comes to communication, I don't play that. I don't care what you got going on, to be honest, respectfully. And because we're two different people, and because you got this going on and I got this going on, like, no, I don't settle when it comes to that. Um, let's move on to confidence. Let's move on to confidence. Let's do a confidence question. When did you realize your worth as a woman? When did you first like realize like I'm worth more than this? Like it really clicks in your mind. I deserve this. I don't deserve this. Like, do you know who I am? Like it really clicks in your mind. I can honestly tell you the moment that I realized my worth. Um I'm not gonna say too much, but honestly, in college, you know what? I couldn't even say in college, to be honest, because I wasn't even thinking about my worth as a woman. You know what I mean? Like I was thinking about other stuff, like my own. Um, yeah, it comes in stages, exactly. Um, I've always had confidence, right? But when you wake up one day and you be like, I deserve more than this. Like, I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of. Like, I deserve not this. Like, this is not what I deserve. Hey, um, I would say mine was when I moved up here. When I moved up here to the DMV, um, when did I move up here? 2023. I moved up here 2023, literally my birthday week. Um, and sometimes we have to give ourselves more first before we That's what it is. That's what it is. Like, and I think that's where I was going. Like, so when I moved up here, right? I felt like I literally was at level one, like with everything, like my mental, my physical, um, my self worth, like the mindset I had when before I moved up here is way completely, like it's so much different than now. Um, the day that I want to, dang. Okay, so I think when Dad, I don't know if you remember this, but when I had moved up here and I was like, no, I'm locking in. This is gonna be consistency. I had started the gym, y'all. I had started therapy. Um, I had started my internship. Like everything was lining up, and I was like, I gotta give myself more. Like I deserve way more. I wasn't taking care of myself like I was supposed to. Like I wasn't growing, if you know what I mean. I felt like I wasn't growing. Um, I felt like I was like comfortable and being stagnant about what I was doing. So when I moved up here and my birthday came around, I was just like, you know, this is a season of isolation. I need to get myself together. I'm worth more than what I have been putting myself out to be. I'm worth more than what y'all stop. I'm worth more than um like what I've been doing, and I could go harder. So when I started giving myself more, I started taking myself on trips. I started doing more self-care. I started in the gym, like being consistent in the gym. Um when I was catering to different um parts of me, my mental, my physical, my spiritual, that's when I was like, you do you not know who you are? Like, do you like I used to look at myself in the mirror like, girl, why are you accepting this? Why are you comfortable with this? You and then that goes in like that goes, hey Joe, how are you? That goes into like your daily life. Like I can honestly say when I was in my internship, I had a mentor. He was one of the VPs at my company. He brought me around different higher ups at the holiday party one year. Different higher ups. I'm talking about different higher ups. I met the CEO, and she knew me by name because of him. And so when we met, and then he was taking me around the room to different people, they was telling me their job, like what they do, and stuff like that. I was like, I deserve to be here. Like, and so I was like nervous in that setting because I'm just like, like, I want to get to where you guys are one day. And he believed in me, like, with everything. Like, oh my God. I wish I could, like, I'm gonna have to like give him a call or a text or something. Um, but seeing that somebody believed in me at that stage of my life with the little experience and knowledge that I have today, from today, it was like that was a click in my mind. Like, you can do it. Like, you deserve to be in rooms like this. You deserve to be um, a part of certain organizations and different experiences. Like, you deserve it. So when I wasn't getting that, when I wasn't catering to certain parts of me, that's when my mind was just like, you really belittle yourself. I'm good. I'm good, Joe. How are you? I need you to tell all the women on here happy Women's Day because it is Women's Day, okay? And you're coming on to this and there's women watching. I need you to type in Happy Women's Day to the women. Thank you. Oh my God. Once you see what you're capable of, you become unstoppable. You just keep climbing. Exactly. I feel like, and that's another thing. So back to the question, the icebreaker question of like, what do you admire most about women? Women, like, there's no end point with women. Once they see where they can go, Nova, leave him alone. Happy Women's Day. Thank you, Joe. Women just keep going. Like, they keep like climbing. You hear him, like, they are back there tussling. Um Like after women get to a certain point, they're like, no, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. Like women with degrees, like they're gonna like, I want another one. I want another one. I want another one. I want another one. Um, money. I'm gonna figure out more ways after I get to a certain amount of money. I'm gonna get to another level of financial freedom. Like they just keep going, and that's what I love most about women. Like I feel like I have the perfect example. Um, okay, everybody's not perfect, but I'm saying like my mom as a woman, um, she is a woman's woman. Like she is a girl's girl. Anything woman, she's fully empowered, you know? Um, she's been through different life experiences and watching her grow into what she has grown into since I was younger is inspiring. Her as a woman. You know what I mean? Um, yeah. But that's when I realized my worth. What helped you grow into the woman you are today? What helped you grow into the woman you are today? I don't even know. Like, I mean, a lot of things have helped me, but um, I would say, honestly, I could just say my circle of people, like, um, having a solid foundation of um close family and friends really shapes you because they see your worth as well, and just to have that consistent um like support with them is definitely um something that shaped me. um and also, I don't know, even the worst things helped me grow into the woman I am today. Like different heartbreaks. Oh my god. Okay. Different heartbreaks. Sit down. Sit. Different heartbreaks, different life altering situations. Um they really alter your brain chemistry. So, I think really that's it. Anything else is like really just an addition to me. Um yeah. What about y'all? What helped you grow into the woman you are today? No, but leave him alone. Like you trying to get on his nerve. What is something younger women should stop worrying about? I would say social media, social media pressure. Um, younger women, because I know I did it. They look at certain things and are pressured into thinking this is how you're supposed to be. Um, body image. You literally can create who you want to be. Like it doesn't matter what it is. Like you can create who you want to be. Um, it's not gonna be quick. It's not gonna be quick. It's gonna take some time, babe. It's gonna take some time. Um, Fitting in, yes. Like, stop worrying about that. I never gave. Let me tell y'all something. Not to toot my own horn, right? But I just never felt like I had to fit in anywhere. Like, I don't know. I've always just been the type to spread my wings. Like, I did not want to fit in anywhere. I wasn't pressured into thinking I had to be a certain way to be friends with people, or I literally, that's one thing I can't think about myself. Like, high school, I was myself. People loved me for who I was. Like, personality wise, I never felt like I had to fit in. Definitely social media. Yes, definitely social media. But what I can say, I just feel like sometimes social media, even like certain influencers, like, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do this. Like, I think that's where the younger women actually start um, thinking they're supposed to be a certain way, because influencers, like, they go about it the wrong way, basically, is what I'm saying. Yeah, always. Like, it never gave that. Other people's opinions as well. Um, when I was younger, it did affect me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, um, I was cool with everybody when I was younger, but there's still some people. There's mean people. Like, there is some mean people, but um, it affected me when I was younger because I wasn't 100% confident, but I knew who I was, and I wasn't like gonna change who I was for anybody. Um, um, but now people's opinions don't affect me. Like, I could um I almost said something, but I could care less. Basically, I could care less. Like, if I'm the villain in your story, I'll be it. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like when boundaries are set, when you do what you want to do because you literally have free will to do what you want to do. Like, nobody else can control what you're doing. Like, nobody. You have free will to do as you please. If somebody doesn't like it, they can have an opinion about it, right? But you shouldn't let opinions affect you. Like, that's just how they think. One person might love what you're doing. The other person is like, no, I don't like this. Da, da, da. You don't like it. I love it, babe. My bully was trying to bully me and was smaller than me in years. Have I ever been bullied? When I bully, so I had a bully experience one time, and I was in summer camp in Montgomery at Fort Summer Camp. My grandma used to sign me and Candace for summer camp at Ford. Um, and I had an experience with these two girls bullying me the whole summer, and they tried to jump me up under the bleachers. My mom still, she talks about that to this day. Like, they tried to jump my baby up under the bleachers. Who keeps walking by the door? I don't know why they keep walking by the door. Um, yeah, but that's just one thing. Those are just some things that I just feel like women definitely should not worry about. But we're gonna move on to a more interactive because it is International Women's Day and Women's History Month, right? Um, I want you guys. You don't have to write this down, but you could if you want to. Um, these are just basically letters to your younger self, right? Um, so this is what you'll do. I'm going to put up a prompt and you are going to basically finish it. Okay? But finish it for yourself. You don't have to like type it if you don't want to, if it's more personal. But yeah, we're going to close it out with that. So the first one is Dear Younger Me, stop. So stop what? When you were younger and you was constantly doing something that, like basically affected who you were as a young woman, what is something that you're like, you know what? Stop. You're me, 26-year-old Jada, and 18-year-old Jada's right here. I need you to stop doing this. What is something that you will stop? Stop rushing to be grown. Ask for help. Stop rushing to be grown. You're going to get there, babe. You're going to get there. You're going to get there. And then the next one is Dear Younger Me, start. What do you need to start doing? Start saving your money now. I have a little story. So when I was in college, my mom my mom texted me one day and was like, hey, I'm sending a card to you. Use it for emergencies only. Now, this is what I did not know anything about credit cards or nothing like that. I'm just like, okay, cool. I use it for emergencies. Everything was an emergency to me. I'm in college. Everything is an emergency. Gas, groceries, food. Everything is an emergency. Um, I quickly had to realize when my mom was like, "Oh, you're gonna get a job and do this yourself. You're gonna pay. You're gonna pay your credit card off. That's how. That's that. You want to be grown. This is how a credit card works." And I'm like, wait. If that's the case, I would have just started saving money. But start saving your money now. I feel like when I have kids, when they before really they turn 18, they're gonna have a saving account already built up. They're not gonna know about it until they turn 18. Um, I want, especially for my guy baby, I want the point, like I want the stuff that I did not know when I was younger. I want to implement that early into my kids when they are of age. Like, hey, start saving your money now. It don't matter if it's a dollar, two, five, a little bit, just so you can get in the habit of being responsible, financially responsible. So that way, when you're alone and you're on your own, you'll know how to differentiate your paychecks. And yeah. So that's another one. Dear younger me, never settle for I would say never settle for the bare minimum. And that's cliche, but literally never settle for the bare minimum. Just because you're not used to it, this is a good one. Just because you're not used to it doesn't mean that that is not bare minimum. That goes for friendship, that goes for family, that goes for relationships. Never settle for the bare minimum. If it's not giving above and beyond for anything, because I know I go above and beyond, or if it's not reciprocated, never settle for that. Be firm on that too, because I'm real firm when it comes to my, you know, my boundaries and feelings, especially now. And then the last one is, dear younger me, you are stronger than. No, I'm serious. She gave me that card and I was like, let's go. Everything's an emergency. I literally, the day I activated it, the day I activated, I was like, wow, free money. So I want to close out and ask you guys, if you could send your younger self one text message right now, what would it say? Like one thing. Like if you could send your younger self one text message, what would it be? Wait, why am I getting emotional? Jesus. Um, I think for me, I would just say it gets better. It gets easier. Um, no matter I guess like no matter how hard it gets easier after the hard part. And everything gets better with time. It's never gonna rainy days are to wash away the rest of the stuff that's been happening, right? After that, sunshine comes. It has to dry up. So for me, it's just like it gets better. Um, but yeah. So I guess like one thing about life is that we all go through um different experiences, and the younger versions of us didn't have all the answers, basically. Um, but she was learning. So the woman that we are today could grow stronger. And since today is International Women's Day, I just want every woman that is listening or was listening to remember that your every moment helps shape who you are becoming. So every moment from this day forward, from back in the day, it shaped who you are as a woman now. It may have been tough. It may have been a little difficult. You could have had many obstacles, but if you look back, those shaped who you are as a woman today. Um, so yeah, I just want to leave with that again. Thank you guys for tuning in. Your host will be back next week. Your host will be back next week. Happy Women's History Month and happy National Women's Day to all the girls. I love you guys. I'll be back behind scenes next week, and I hope you guys have a great week. And thank you for tuning in to Chic Chat Pod. And we'll see y'all next Sunday. All right, guys. Bye.